Welcome back to Out of Bear Sports and More. It's me, DtaeNoDinero, and we back. In 1986, Larry Bird and the Boston Celtics was getting a behind kicked by the Atlanta Hawks. Yeah, I know, I said it. I'm a Larry Bird fan, but I gotta tell you the truth. First half, they was down by 20 points. They didn't know what they were gonna do. They were walking around with their heads down, confused, trying to figure out how are they gonna get their next meal. No, I'm joking. But they were down by 20 points. But when they went to the locker room, the coach did the unthinkable. He went in there and he drank 3 beers and told them that they would have one great season and they wanted to win, go out there and win. But if you can't pull it off, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. And that's not normal for coaches to say. So let's get into this clip. If you haven't seen the whole video on my channel yet, so be sure if you're new to the channel and you like some stuff here, go check out the whole channel. Check out the playlist, check out everything. But make sure you like the video, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. That way you don't miss out on the other part of this clip where I give you the breakdown of the next part of the video.
In a 1986 regular season game versus the Atlanta Hawks, the Boston Celtics were losing by 22 points at halftime. And in the locker room, the Celtics coach, Casey Jones, gave the team what Larry Bird called one of the best speeches I've ever heard.
Casey Jones got on us 3 times really hard. And that halftime talk he gave is one of the best I've ever heard.
And what happened next is why the 1986 Boston Celtics are the greatest team of all time.
I just don't have any fears about this team playing any team it's ever been. I would take them over anybody.
When you look at the 5 players that were starting, I still think the greatest starting lineup of all time, I think it's the greatest NBA team of all time, is the 85-86 Celtics. I do.
We had a great team. And at the end of the day, we had Red Auerbach, Casey Jones, Larry Bird, and nobody else did. So we'll take our chances anywhere, against anybody, anytime.
Because earlier in that season, on Christmas Day, the Celtics were beating the New York Knicks by 25 points in the second half. However, the Celtics ended up losing that game in one of the most embarrassing losses in Larry Bird's career.
The Boston Celtics are faced with the fact that they have squandered a 25-point lead. The underdog Knicks have gone wild at the buzzer, but the Knicks win in a stunning upset. They were down by 25 points and they came back, and this is going to be one of the big comebacks we have seen in many a year, Tom.
The loss to New York on Christmas Day was something that was embarrassing to the players, but nothing really gets them down for long, and you have to do that over an 82-game schedule. You can't have those lows that are going to carry on for days, and you want to just keep consistent play and carry on.
That loss demanded this team to refocus, because after that game, they made a strange promise to each other that sparked one of the most dominant runs in NBA history.
New York was not a great team. It was a team that we should have beat, and but it was a pattern with the team that year. It was a pattern that we would get these big leads and then maybe get a little bored, because again, our minds were really always on the Lakers and the NBA championship.
Losing can be a good thing because we was able to refocus. And not to mention, I think losing keep you humble.
The team got together. Everybody said, okay, look, man, we're dedicated. We lost a Christmas game, a double overtime game to New York, played really poorly, had every chance to win that game. And afterward, everybody got together and said, man, we got to play better than this.
And one night we were sitting around very late and having a really good time. And every night after the games, we were out together.
Well, Bill, after games, used to always come in the locker room and pop a beer.
And we all got together, and, I remember Bill Walton, of course, Bill says,
we're really close. We're really close to the championship here. How about we make a vow right now, right here and now amongst ourselves, that nobody will take another drink until we win the championship. And everybody goes, yeah, I'll drink to that.
We're not going to drink until we win the championship.
That never gets old.
I looked at Bill and said, we're planning on winning it this year. so Bill said, well, of course. So.
I can remember somebody come in the locker room and said, no more beer or alcohol the rest of the year. I like to drink my beer, and I wasn't very happy about it.
Everybody quit drinking, and we all got together. And from that point on, I think we were like 60-10.
The Celtics won 17 out of their next 18 games after that promise, but during that winning streak, they got caught off guard by a stacked Atlanta Hawks team.
We're playing a game down in Atlanta, and this is how long ago this was, because Atlanta was a good team. And they had Dominique, and Doc Rivers. And Reggie Theus.
The outlet to Theus. Look at the antelope spin. Gives it. Oh, yes! And Reggie putting on a show for the home folks.
And Kevin the Penguin Willis.
3 to go. Willis to the baseline. Scored in a foul. Oh, Willis with a great move.
Tree Rollins.
Bird turns at the shot clock.
All these guys, and we are getting hammered. We're just getting killed.
Everything worked well except the shot itself. Spud Webb. Wow. Atlanta by 15. Right now they are.
So apparently, this game actually happened in Louisiana and not in Atlanta. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was a 60-point game. Is this not the 60-point game? I don't know. Somebody in the comments told me that the 60-point game where Larry Bird dropped 60 on Atlanta happened in Louisiana because Atlanta couldn't afford to keep their gym renovated. But I do want to point out the fact that it mattered that Doc Rivers hit a game-winning shot. And people always ask, why is Doc Rivers such a legendary Hall of Fame coach and all he's ever done is won one ring? Now, yeah, he has a winning record as a coach, but only winning one ring shouldn't be Hall of Fame worthy. But apparently, off credits to the creator of this video, Doc Rivers hit a game-winning buzzer beater. I know y'all seen it. Y'all want to go back and watch it? Or listen? I apologize, y'all. I know y'all seen it. But it was only like 20 seconds away. So let's go ahead and check it out again.
Kevin the Penguin Willis.
3 to go. Willis to the baseline. Scored in a foul. Oh, Willis with a great move.
Tree Rollins.
Bird turns at the shot clock.
All these guys.
But during that winning streak,
how long ago this was team. And they had Dominique. And Doc Rivers.
And Doc Rivers hit a game-winning shot. There you have it. That's what he's done. That's why he's in the Hall of Fame. I don't know if that's for a championship ring or not, but I think if he only got one as a coach, then I mean he only got one as a player too. So I don't know. Drop some in the comments. What y'all think? Let's get right to the video.
And Reggie Theus.
The outlet to Theus. Look at the antelope spin. Gives it. Oh, yes! And Reggie putting on a show for the home folks.
And Kevin the Penguin Willis.
3 to go. Willis to the baseline. Scored in a foul. Oh, Willis with a great move.
Tree Rollins.
Bird turns at the shot clock.
All these guys, and we are getting hammered. We're just getting killed.
Everything worked well except the shot itself. Spud Webb. Wow. Atlanta by 15. Right now they are blowing the Celtics away here in the first half.
Question as far as Atlanta's concerned is, can they sustain this emotional high for 48 minutes? This is not easy to do, even at home in front of a sellout crowd. Pick a category in this game, and the Celtics lost it.
Yes,
well, Atlanta won it, I should say, because this is a good old-fashioned beating up to now. Now they're still shooting from outside, trying to get back into it.
Eddie Johnson goes coast to coast, and Atlanta leads by 23.
Eddie Johnson, the little guard on our team, got into it with Bird and McHale, I think, walking off the floor. I didn't know anything about it.
Eddie was weak all week because not in his right frame of mind.
Loose ball foul is called on the Atlanta Hawks. Now Eddie and Dennis Johnson are going after each other. Eddie Johnson went to throw the ball at Dennis. And Tree Rollins is entering the picture, as is Randy Whitman.
Atlanta. They talk trash. They're up by 20 at halftime.
Yeah, that was in
the
there.
Crowd's yelling and all that stuff. You used to like that, though. You used to like when the crowd got on you.
When the fans were into it, or we wasn't into it, they let us know. Now it's time to battle.
And at the end of the first half, a standing ovation at the Omni for the red-hot Atlanta Hawks. They lead the Celtics 70-48.
And Atlanta had been waiting, I guess, about a month to just get us. They'd been on a roll, and little did we know coming in that they had this kind of emotion built up already. They started the first quarter off and just ran us off the court. At halftime, we're down 23. It was not enough. They had a 23-point lead at the time, but they also had to verbalize. At halftime, then Robert Perry said, they're talking at us, they're slamming us, and then they're talking more. And each time he mentioned a word, it seems like he got a little more angry.
We're down 25 at the half, and they're all trash talking, and fans are throwing stuff at us, and we're going to kill you, Celtics. Bird, Walton, McHale, Parrish, DJ, you guys are all frauds. What are you talking about? So we come in.
Yeah, I have to say, R.I.P. Bill Walton. But isn't he such a great storyteller? I mean, he's just a very passionate talker like myself. But he's a great storyteller. If you still here, be sure to drop a like button for Bill Walton and Larry Bird, Boston Celtics. Just drop a like.
Halftime, we're just sulking in there with tails between our legs. We walk in, we're sitting in the locker room, and Casey Jones, our fantastic coach, the most like John Wooden of any coach I've ever been a part of.
Casey Jones got on us 3 times really hard. And that halftime talk he gave is one of the best I've ever heard.
Casey walks in, he looks at us, looks at his watch, doesn't say a word, walks over to the cooler and pulls out a beer. Pops the beer, goes and sits down, pounds down the beer, just sitting there. Finishes the beer, looks at his watch, looks at us, goes over to the cooler and gets a second beer. Pops the beer, pounding it down, doesn't say a word. Looks at his watch, looks around at us, goes and gets a third beer, does the same thing. And then he gets up, looks at his watch for the final time, and he says,
a lot of you guys have been here for a long time, but obviously you don't know what it means to be a Celtic. You know, the whole thing about having pride, you're wearing the jersey. And he never screamed or never yelled, and he goes, we got it in us to come back and win this game. But we have to do it. We got to dictate the second half of how we want to play. But once I stepped on the parquet, you felt indebted to him to at least go out there and try to do something special that night and win a basketball game.
let's go. So we go out there and we're warming up to start the third quarter. And they got a record sellout crowd there at the Omni.
Sellout crowd on hand. It was the earliest sellout for this game in Atlanta Hawks history, and it will be the biggest crowd they've ever had.
And then the team comes out in the second half, just eye of the tiger, and it's a great game.
That's
it's a
the first.
bloodbath.
That's it to Bird, who had 14 in the first half and now has 16. To get into when something goes wrong, Bird. That's 18 points in the ball game for Larry Bird.
We come out in the second half, and you can see right at the beginning, Bird was brutal with his trash talk.
Now Ainge. They find Bird open. He winds up from 20. 3 for 3 for Larry Bird in the second half. 20 points for the game.
We learned the lesson. You know, don't wake up the sleeping dog, and we woke him up.
Ahead to Dennis Johnson. DJ will take it all the way. Has it Blake. Blake comes up with it. The basket counts and it's foul. Back play by Larry Bird.
Larry Bird started the second half by hitting 11 straight shots because he had the Mamba mentality before it even existed. Larry Bird once said, "I've got a theory that if you give 100% all of the time, somehow things will work out in the end. Push yourself again and again. Don't give an inch until the final buzzer." And that's exactly what he did that night.
Into the hands of Dennis Johnson. Livingston is in replacing Willis for Atlanta. Bird at the other end has Whitman on him, a much smaller man. Bird, spectacular. Larry Bird, 24 points. The Bird.
Oh, Bird, not to be outdone, starting to put on a little show of his own now. Looks like an off-balance, low-percentage shot. Meanwhile, he got nothing but net.
And now Bird is smoking. He's got 12 points in this quarter and 26 in the ball game.
Don't turn off that set yet, folks.
You watch an NBA game, and nobody wants to ever take the ball out of bounds because they know they're never going to get it back. Larry Bird always took the ball out of bounds. The selfless sacrifice that was Larry Bird's defining personal characteristic, what he would do
to make other people's dreams come true. He's going to take the ball out of bounds, and that referee comes, and the referee hands the ball to Larry to start the third. We're down 25. Larry takes the ball and pushes it back into the midsection of the referee so that he can't get away, and the referee is like startled, staggered. What's going on here? We're all right there right in front of the Celtic bench. And Larry looks right into the soul, right through the eyes of that referee, and he says to him, "We're not going to quit. You make sure you don't quit either." The guy just like melted on the spot. Larry hit 11 straight shots to start the third, including 7 threes. We were tied at the end of the third. We won in overtime. We did not need a plane to get home that night. Larry Bird, you're awesome.
No, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Bill Walton, first and foremost. You could tell he has real respect and a lot of appreciation for Larry Bird. It's just sad to say he's not here with us anymore. I could tell by the way he told that story. And he told it in a way where he saved the best part for last. We're not gonna quit, so make sure you're not gonna quit. He made sure he saved that part for last. 2 overtimes and they won. Maybe this is the 60-point game. 4-minute version? You think it's just like him just playing basketball. This version, whoa, intense. To be down 20 points in half, then to bring your team back and then get the dub in 2 overtimes? Legendary. Yeah, ask me in my opinion. If you're still here at this point in time in the video, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. It's your boy DtaeNoDinero. And I do want to apologize. I was hungry. It's early in the morning and I had to eat something. I apologize. But I had a mic off, so you couldn't hear it. Let's get back to the video, y'all.
Strong comeback here in the third quarter. Ainge finds Bird cutting through. Larry fall away. Glass 2 more. 31 points for Bird. Wow. 17 in this quarter. A moment ago, they took their lead. Bird in the lane. 33 points for number 33. Celtics lead 100-98. Parrish hits Larry Bird with it. 18-footer. Go! Larry Bird! 35 for Bird. And the Celtics have a 3-point lead with 48 seconds left. And what a comeback. Down by 22 at the half. The Celtics have gone ahead by 3 with 48 seconds left, Goose. He intentionally misses that one. Robert Parrish gets the rebound to Larry Bird. Ball game. Celtics win it by 3. What a win. A great win for the Celtics.
So I was wrong. It's not the 60-point game. It's 35. But you know what? Same point. Same point. To be down by 20 points. Bring your team back. And the way Bill Walton told the story. I'm just letting y'all know. I enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, I hope you hit the like button when I ask you to.
Here at the Omni in Atlanta tonight. And they're slapping high fives as they go off the floor. A marvelous overtime victory. The final score here from the Omni in Atlanta, Georgia. The Celtics 125 and the Atlanta Hawks 122.
And we got out there and we ended up beating them.
That was my favorite regular season win from the '86 team, which was my favorite team.
Bill Walton.
Oh my God. Winner, we'd win a game. Bill would come in and open the beer, and I was going, that was the best game I've ever been involved in. And the next night, that was the absolute best game I've ever been involved with.
This game was the greatest comeback of...
Hey, Bill Walton was a fan, even then. Bill Walton was a fan, even in '86.
Bird's career.
And I hope y'all enjoyed that as much as I did. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button. Also, if you're new to the channel, subscribe and turn your notification bell on. That way when I drop the next part of the hour-long video that you can always go check out as well, that's on my channel, as well as the playlist that I know y'all love so much, you can do that. But in the meantime, I'm glad y'all enjoyed. Peace. It's your boy DtaeNoDinero. We out. Let's get it.
I should love you. You complete me, but I might be fooled. In my world, dreams come true. I can't grow without you.